How about now? Let's give that a little go. God, you hate OBS, don't you? Hate it, hate it, hate it. OBS, changing my settings every day. Good, good, good. Can everyone hear me? You can hear me now. Hooray! It always had to go with a false start, didn't it? Hello, welcome to This Week in Robot Combat with me, Jevon Woodrow, as per bloomin' usual. Yes, OBS likes to change settings. As you'll find out in No More Spinnahhs Game 16, we've recorded it about 3 times because OBS kept changing settings, which was fine. It's not like we wanted to have an honest-to-God version of events. Anyway, welcome all. This is... It will definitely bite us in the next No More Spinnahhs recording. So, as I was saying, I've got several things open. I've got the live stream open on my computer where the webcam and the microphone and everything is set up. We've got this little iPad with the comment section open because I need several things open on my laptop. And I've also got Facebook open just in case of... You can't see that. Just in case of any live news updates that we may be able to give in this live stream, which would be wonderful. The aim of the game is to try and get a first glimpse at what's it called? Hijinks, which is apparently going to be revealed at 5 o'clock UK time, 9 AM PST. Is that? I don't know what that is. Americans, help me. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's the first time I've done a proper live stream that... Well, it's not proper live stream, really, is it? It's me talking. We obviously did the No More Spinnahhs one, but there was a lot more pre-recorded stuff, so this is... Whereas that has some sort of format, this won't. This is going to have a bit of chat, it's going to have a bit of looking through the news on Facebook itself, and then, you know, just going through everything. Mr. Psycho, where is Ryan and Anderson? I've killed them both. Who knows? Let's have a look in the chat, shall we? Just to start us off. Hello, everyone. Lots of gain, but we hear you. Yeah, well, isn't that just the way with this bloomin' setup? Let's try and turn me down a little bit, see if that helps at all. This was never going to be perfect. I didn't trial run it, so I set all of this up at about I'll include that in a minute, Mike. Thank you for the live update. Thank you. Yes, so we have sound. All good. Yes. No, not a new microphone. Same old rubbish microphone that hopefully will be replaced at some point in the future. Hopefully not too long away. I know I'm getting a new one for Christmas, which is very nice indeed. I'm disappointed there's no DVD player standby display on the TV. There definitely should be. But I've not been watching any DVDs. My DVD player's a bit broken at the minute. I need to get a new one, which is a shame. Is Hijinks an undercutter? Ooh, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, this is probably going to be about an hour long. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if we all get bored and leave. I might get bored and leave. We'll see how it goes. Jevon is sus, always. Ah yes, Hijinks, a robot that no one has seen before. Totally unseen. Definitely not even the supporters by accident. Cool. Who's going to win BattleBots this year? Well, I've been saying, and I'm going to go on record right here, right now. Copyright stricken already. I think I'm going to go for, as my top 4, Sawblaze, Witch Doctor, Hypershock, Who was the other one I said? Oh, god damn it. It wasn't Tombstone. I know that much for sure. I can't remember who the other one I said now. Somebody please remind me. I was literally talking in a group chat earlier about who it was going to be for me. Let's see if I can scroll back through that group chat and see if we can find out. Why do I have to talk so much in group chats? No, that was last night. It was certainly this morning, was it not? Bear with. Thank you, Ryan. It was Hydra. Yes. So, yeah, Hydra, Hypershock, Sawblaze, and Witch Doctor. And I'm not going to give my top 2 or even my winner, because out of those 4, I wouldn't even like to make a guess. All of them deserve it, and I think all of them have a solid chance of getting it, to be honest. Continue to read through some of these comments before we go into the news itself. Who's on the No More Spinnahhs page? Come on now. Is that Ryan or is it Oliver? Could be either. Reconnection successful. Oh, I am pleased. Thank you for that. Any word on the last few unconfirmed robots? There's a few words which we'll go into in a minute. What flavour of Slammo is your favourite? Probably the thick wedge, the anti-spinner wedge with the little grabbies. I like that one most, I think, out of all of them. Although the proper version of Slammo with how it was originally designed as Mr. Clips or something like that. I can't remember what the amp mode was called. Yeah, I like that. 1 Tombstone or 100 deep 6s? Yes. Yes. Where am I from? I'm from Norfolk, which is in England. Not Norfolk in America, because I think that exists as well. You definitely need more biscuits if this is for an hour. Does Pain Train win the Best Team Logo award? I'm not sure. When does BattleBots start? We're not sure yet. Lots of guesses as to my my robot. I love Hypershock. You can't not love Hypershock. I have a Hypershock t-shirt on the way. So, yes, Hypershock is up there. Because if they keep improving it, it will just get better and better and better. Within the next 2 weeks, we'll get the next ESC episode. That's good. It features Ned Allman, I believe. And several others as well. Cool. Right. How do you feel about lots of bots switching to modular designs, Jevon? I know Magcatter is going for a spinner alongside the hammer this year, for example. Same with Extinguisher. I think it's the way forwards, to be honest. Swiss Army bots we're seeing more and more. I mean, obviously Tornado were one of the first to do it. But yeah, I think having an option for each opponent that you face is a pretty good idea. So the likes of Ribot, the likes of, as you say, Extinguisher and Mad Catter, which I really love the design of Mad Catter. Mad Catter are dark horses for me this year. War Easy is just the Hypershock we have at home. Okay, I will try and change your mind. It's red. Is that enough for you? I'm not sure. We're gonna crack on with some news, I think. Yes, it is the first ever This Week in Robot Combat that is live, and it is already off to a smashing success, I think. We're going to start with some news from last week because I didn't do a news last week, I was unwell, so the news has rather built up quite a lot. We did do a Robocast News Week on Monday, and that was really good fun, one of the best ones we've done so far, so do go and check that out for a bit of a conversation on everything with me and Sam. My hair is an awful mess today. I'm going to switch sides in hopes that it sort of flattens it down a bit. So let's see if this all works. We're going to go to the feed. Whoa! A format change this early in the game. Good lord. So first of all, we have some pictures of a shark in the desert, something I never thought we'd see, and I can't think of the word, but the opposites, isn't it? Opposites, very fancy setup. I spent all of an hour doing this last night. Yes, so Sharkoprian obviously are going to BattleBots this season, whereupon the new team will be sort of taking over. They're passing it on, so the 2 weeks that they are there presently, they're going to be sort of working hard. I suppose the major news is that it's filming week. Filming starts tomorrow. They've already started doing some of the glory shots, which we'll see in a bit, and they've also started doing a load of the sort of photos and all of the format stuff, setting out all the fight cards. That has been going on. I'm still really hoping that we get to see like last year where we had the first 3 fight cards, or the first 3 fight sessions broken down into fight by fight, so we could have a little bit of discussion about them, but that hasn't happened just yet. The closest we've got is a video from Team Ghost Raptor, which I'm not sharing because I need to see some confirmation over what's happening on that one. But anyway, so Sharkoprian, there it is, looking very nice in the desert. And we're gonna scroll up the page, literally just my Facebook page open. Duck, unfortunately, won't be at BattleBots this year. Hal Rucker has decided to stay at home to protect his health and the health of others, which is absolutely fine. As we were saying in Robocast Newsweek, BattleBots aren't holding grudges against people who aren't wanting to turn up this year. It is a case of it's down to them if they wish to let the show go on, or if they feel that it would be safer for them personally to stay at home. Either way is perfectly fine. I know for a fact that there are some BattleBots crew who aren't going this year for the same reasons, and yeah, it's quite big to make that decision, and yeah, kudos to them. Hopefully we'll get to see Duck in 2021 along with a lot of other teams who aren't coming this year, and we might see a few more in just a bit. I've gone the wrong way because there was another story I wanted to share first, and I've been promising Ben for a little while that I would share this, and I need to get up the stuff that Ben sent me to talk about it. So let's just find that. I meant to do this before the stream started, to be perfectly honest, but there we are. Here we are. So this is a new thing called Rampage. It's a robot event sign-up tool and tournament bracket manager that has arisen from the development of the online tools used for BattleBots and subsequently further refined at live events such as the BBB Beetle Brawl, Battle of the Borough, and other live events. The platform will support at minimum 8 different tournament bracket formats, from BattleBots 2018 to Robot Wars Series 10. The essence of Rampage is to better promote communications between event organisers and attendees. As such, Rampage will support direct SMS and email confirmations between event organisers and attendees, which means basically the event organisers can get in contact with those that are meant to be attending really easily. It will send reminders, and once the robots have signed up for an event, the event bracket will sort itself, as I believe. The online tool is undergoing closed beta testing and is expected to launch fully later in the year. Ben is doing some amazing work with this, and as somebody who wants to set up events over here in Norfolk, because there's very little over in the east of the country. There's Extreme Robots Colchester, and that's about it, as far as I'm aware, at least. If there is more, please do tell me, because I would definitely go. But yeah, as somebody who wants to set up events, this tool is going to be really, really useful to help set up events and things. So expect to see this used a bit more. There are several different tournament brackets. I'll just run through the list of ones that are in there at the minute. So there's a 64 robot knockout 1v1, so that's like a round of 64 bracket. The BBB Beetle Brawl 2019 and 2020 format, so max of 48 competitors. BattleBots 2018 XL format with 42 competitors. Battle of the Borough 2019 format with 36 competitors. 32 robot knockout, so that's the round of 32 bracket. BattleBots 2018 format usual, which is 30 competitors. The BattleBots 2019 format with several different redemption stages, which is going to be 30 competitors. And the Robot Wars Series 10 format, again, with redemptions in the Series 10 style, and the 10 Robot Rumble with, again, maximum of 30 competitors. This is really, really cool, and I can't stress that enough. Thank you very much, Mr. Benjamin Hassan, for setting this up. And, yeah, look forward to seeing it in the future. Proper news. Booyah! Oh, dear. I have still got a bit of a cough, so do excuse me if I do suddenly erupt into coughing. That was a lot of reading. I might just go for a quick cough now. There we go. Isn't that pleasant? Cool, so we've done that. Air Max we'll get onto in just a little bit. But there's a sneaky little peek at Air Max that was built by Harry from Team Panoramic, and it fought at the RoboDojo event last weekend. We will get into that in a little bit. It won't be too long, I don't think. Ribot. BattleBots, if you're unaware, banned the use of foam for going forwards, so the Ribot team have had to be looking into a new way of making their lovely Ribot shells, and they've gone with vacuum forming. So they've got a wooden sort of base that they then put the vacuum form shell over the top of, and it works really, really well, as you're about to see on stream. The new Ribot shells, or maybe you're not going to. I think I shared it at some point anyway. Yeah, the new Ribot shells look exactly like last year. There aren't any legs, which is a shame, but they got a bit in the way. Oh, look, it's Charlie from Good Robotal. He was on No More Spinnahhs Game 13, titled The Christmas Special. It was a lot of fun, that one. Do go and check that out. Check out all the No More Spinnahhs. You'll see several more as we scroll through the feed. Oh, it's all good fun, isn't it? It's all good fun. Gamma 9. Yes, Gamma 9, who we saw in BattleBots 2018. They had a crusher format there. This year they've gone for a bit of a sort of gruff-style lifter-grabber type thing, with all the different shapes and things on there. I'm getting Batmobile vibes, I really am, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I really like the look of the new Gamma 9, and hopefully they'll do quite well this year. Fingers crossed for them. We move on to a team I didn't think we would see in BattleBots this season, with the way the world is at the minute. Atom number 94 are at BattleBots, and that is something, as I said, I never thought I would be saying. So Atom number 94 is a dual disc spinner from India. Well, half from India, half from Canada. Maybe that is how it's helped them out a bit, because half the team are in Canada, I'm not sure. But Atom number 94 are going to BattleBots and are at BattleBots. In fact, I need to start using present tense because BattleBots is on at the minute, and that's very exciting. Yes, good stuff there. Sad news for fans of Petunia and the Petunia team themselves, that Petunia, obviously, because of travel bans, cannot make it this year. Eurona finally got it into the news. Sorry it took so long. As we scroll up, we can see that gorgeous featherweight version of Maximum Ogre Drive. They didn't quite make it to the RoboDojo event last weekend, but they have christened it Ogre, which is pretty cool. And yeah, the new spinner, all green, looks very, very nice indeed. Still very scared of this, and I hope to not face it anytime soon in featherweight combat, because my featherweight only has little plastic armour, so yikes. We scroll up, that was no news, and we're into this week finally, hooray! Now, it is a bit late now, because obviously the filming has sort of begun, but something I enjoy, and something that builds the hype of BattleBots quite a lot, is Extinguisher's and other teams' journeys to BattleBots, so them actually driving the robot to BattleBots themselves, seeing them progress across America. So the Extinguisher team put photos up almost, well, I think it was at least twice a day, if not more, of them travelling through Texas, through all sorts of places. I can't remember all the places they visited, but yeah, Texas stands out because they did lots of photos in Texas because it's cool. But yeah, the new Extinguisher is looking very, very cool indeed. Very excited to see it in action. They've got two setups, as said at the start, so they've got an axe setup and a spinner setup, a vertical spinner, which is a Dalmatian colour, which looks very, very cool indeed. Yeah, very excited to see Extinguisher in action, especially listening to it Nina all around the arena. Here we go then for RoboDojo. Last weekend saw a sportsman event and a full combat event happen. And this is a video of the final fight between Binky and Captain Jack Spinner. Both of these robots finished, I believe, on 4 wins each, so they had to have one final fight to determine the winner of the event. And spoiler warning if you're not all caught up, but the winner of this event was Captain Jack Spinner. Undefeated, 5 wins, 0 losses. Very well done to them. One of my favourite featherweights, certainly one of the best for me in the UK. I also really like the look of Binky as well. It's just a cool look. But yeah, very, very cool. Love it. Just love it. You can check out all of Captain Jack Spinner's fights over on... there is a YouTube channel, I believe I've shared it above, so we'll get there in a minute. But for now, if you want to go and watch the events in full, head over to the Joe Brown YouTube channel. That is Joe Brown of BattleBots and Bristol Bot Builders fame and all of the wonderful things that he does. He has full event videos of everything that happened on both days at the Sportsman and the full combat event. And I'm trying to fill just as much time as this fight takes to finish, because, you know, just give him what we want, really. And you can't watch too much Captain Jack Spinner because it's just cool. What's also worth noting is Eruptions, or Team Eruption, their featherweight robot Explosion fought for the first time in a few years at this event and did reasonably well. I believe they had 3 wins, 1 loss to Captain Jack Spinner. But yeah, really good event for them, and very exciting to see Explosion back in the arena. But there goes Binky down the pit. Good stuff. We move on to Copperhead. Good lord, the new Copperheads look gorgeous. So this came out on the 27th of September, and Copperhead has sort of inverted colours this year. So last year where they were a black robot with a copper coloured spinner, this time they are a black coloured spinner with sort of copper and red decals all over the place, and it is a very nice looking robot. Very, very good indeed. So nice, in fact, that I'm going to self-promote here and say I've been doing Inktober, and the first robot I decided to do in Inktober was indeed Copperhead. How well you can see that, but there it is, the wonderful Copperhead drawing I did. Lovely, good stuff. Good. Glad we got that out of the way. Inktober, good fun. Yeah, really like the look of new Copperhead. Could be in my top 16 as well, I think, this year. Think they can do it. Very, very cool. We move on. There is the Captain Jack Spinner All Fights. You can find the link to this and all the other stories on the World of Woodrow Facebook page, and I'll be saying that quite a lot. The link of which is up there at the very top of the screen for you right now. Good stuff. We will move on. Mammoth is back this season on BattleBots. Very excited to see Mammoth back, and yeah, it is just so cool. And the internet sort of blew up last week at the sight of a crate saying Nuts 3.0, and everyone thought Nuts was going to BattleBots, myself included, and I was about that far away from sharing it to the World of Woodrow Facebook page when it was revealed that it was actually just all a ruse. So there we are. It was in fact a mammoth crate, the side of which had Nuts 3 on it. Just for the lols. Thanks, you very mean man. Speaking of shipping crates, there's been several. Obviously, all the teams have now shipped out, but lots of good crates this year. We've seen pack-ups of P1, of Kraken, Valkyrie, Sawblaze, just to name a few. As you can see, 11 more in that gallery of crates. You can view the whole gallery over on the World of Woodrow Facebook page if you so wish. Obviously, the Kraken crate is still the best-looking crate. Yeah, just a work of art, it really is. What is also a work of art is the new Shatter. This is not the CAD, this is the real thing, and by God, it looks amazing. Cannot wait to see Shatter in action. Just, oh, it is such a good looking robot. Bots FC doing wonderful things with this robot. Just so cool. We've spoken about it a lot over the last few weeks. There's little else I can say about it other than just, oh, that's very nice. Very, very, very nice. Now, this I didn't expect to see come up in my feed on Monday, but there was a King of Bots event over in China last week. I think it was featherweight, but I'm not sure. These robots are smaller than heavyweights, though, certainly. And they pack a bit of a punch, all four of these robots. This is the final fight, by the way, that you're watching on screen now, between a miniature version of 2 Barbecue, that's the vertical spinner, a Tomb clone whose name escapes me because it's a Tomb clone and it's currently burst into flames, as they do. We've got the Iron Scrap team, which is that pink-looking drum spinner with the green drum. That's very, very cool. And the Sabre team with the Tanche-like flipper, which is currently getting battered, and you're going to see some photos of some of these robots in just a minute. This is a really fun fight, really good stuff. I'm hoping that they are going to publish a full event video at some point. We've still not seen anything shared about, unless I'm wrong, and somebody please do tell me in the comments section if it has come up and I've missed it, because that's always possible. I do that sometimes. But yes, I'm not going to stay for the whole fight because it is quite a long and brutal fight. As you can see, the winner of the event by some considerable margin is Iron Scrap, the little version, which is here, or Scrap Iron, that's it. So yes, well done to them. You can just see the mangled remains of that Sabre robot. Oof. Yeah, well done to the Scrap Iron team who took away the win there. Very good stuff. Well done. Now, Kraken, we must talk about, because this looks absolutely delicious. It really, really does. The new Kraken, there's 2 of them basically. There's the spinner setup, which has the sloped wedge sides, the smaller teeth, because they don't want the teeth being snapped off, obviously, and a row of teeth up the back here made of weld, slightly blunter than the ones on this version, obviously. This one is designed to really do some damage. This one's to control, grab a hold. Both look amazing. Fell in love with Kraken as soon as I saw this picture. I mean, I was in love with Kraken before as well. It's got lots of little scales on it. It is, like, it blurs the line between Artbot and, like, functional robot. It is really, really cool. This and Sharko both do that. God, I just love them. I just love them. They are both incredible robots, and can't wait to see them in action. I think Kraken had a really good season last year, has the potential to do really well once again this year, and is probably one of, potentially the only crusher this year, actually, thinking about it, because obviously Quantum aren't there and Petunia aren't there, so yeah, there we are. There is Rara from ESC. She appeared on No More Spinnahhs Again, was a good fun one to record. Go and check it out. I'm not going to hover on it for too long because we're going to move on to big news, which was Witch Doctor are going to BattleBots, and they only decided this in the last week or so that they would be going to BattleBots. This is the first look we got of the new Witch Doctor. Obviously, there's some stuff missing from it. They probably need to put it all together at filming, but really, really cool. Glad we're getting to see the runners-up from last year and the second of our top 16... No, the second of our top 4 robots, and probably the last of the top 4 robots we'll see from last year back again, because obviously Bite Force and Death Roll aren't returning. That is public information I had to just go through in my head to make sure I wasn't revealing anything I shouldn't be. Yes, Witch Doctor are going to BattleBots. That is pretty damn cool. Looking forward to seeing them in action. Going Beetle weights briefly, Thunderchild have rebuilt. So the one on the left is the one we saw in BattleBots Season 2. The one on the right is the new one, and they've gone from kitbot to 100% self-built, which is always an upgrade, I'm sure. It looks very slick, very sleek. They've reduced the size of it slightly as well. It's very, very cool. It's obviously taken inspiration from the old one, obviously, because it's still Thunderchild at heart. Looking forward to seeing the new Thunderchild in action, because it was a brute in BattleBots Season 2 and has potential to do very, very well once again. They do still need to sharpen the front of the wedge just to make sure it's nice and low to get underneath everybody. Oh yes, of course they do. Got to get underneath everybody. That is just the way the wedges work. We got a bit of a countdown from BattleBots, the new arena being built, and yeah, the new logo in action. I forgot there was a new logo for BattleBots this year until I saw this picture and was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. So we've got the stage being built, we've got the new arena with the new floor, Lincoln Electric setup. This is a turntable for the robots to do turntable photos on, which is pretty cool. Can't remember if there were turntable photos last year. There certainly is this year. So that is pretty cool indeed. We shall continue to scroll up to Duck, who have been testing out their full metal new lifter setup on the new Duck that will be competing in, hopefully, BattleBots 2021 Season 6. This is a really cool setup. They can lift up the whole head, they can open the beak to make it quack. Very cool indeed. I'm a big fan of the new look Duck. Bill on there. They've got lots of different modular setups as well, so they've got several different front ends that they can put on the robot, and yeah, it works very well by the looks of things. Looking forward to seeing it in the box, hopefully sometime in the future. We scroll up again. Red Devil will not be competing in this season of BattleBots. I don't know if we were expecting Red Devil to be competing, but that is the truth of the matter, that they won't be. We will hopefully get to see them in Season 6, I believe. Obviously, a Canadian team, travel restrictions and all that, they couldn't get there. Plus personal stuff going on as well. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get to see Red Devil again sometime in the future, because I think it is a missed robot. One of 3 Saw robots on the scene at the minute in the heavyweights. So, yeah, you got to look out for the Saws. The crates arriving, and somebody asked in the comments earlier on about teams in filled spaces. One of those teams is Huge, who in this photo were confirmed to be in BattleBots 2020, which is pretty cool. They were on the fence, I know, about going or not, but have made the decision to go, and they are there presently, and we may get to see a photo later on. I can't remember how far into the photos that picture of Huge is, but yes, Huge are there, along with all the other teams we've already spoken about, including P1, Mammoth, Valkyrie, Huge, and whoever that one is in the middle, I can't see it properly. It could be Slapbox, actually. Yes, very, very cool. Our final first look at Ghost Raptor. Obviously, we've been seeing the CAD for a good long while. This is the first look at the new version of Ghost Raptor for the 2020 season of BattleBots. They've really incorporated that lifter setup more this year, I feel, with it sort of being a more prominent feature. It is a big, thick bar on there as well. Yeah, it's sort of growing on me. I think it could have done with being a few more colours. There were red highlights in the CAD that would have been nice to see in the actual robot. But, you know, you do what you have in the time to do, and yeah, it's Ghost Raptor and it's back, and that's very, very exciting indeed. So look out for them in BattleBots 2020. Team Gruff are confirmed to be in BattleBots as well. Their pit setup, as you can see, we're going to see some different pit setups today. Yeah, their pit setup is here. The new Gruff is here. We've not seen a proper picture of the new Gruff just yet, other than if you're a BattleBot supporter. We've seen the CAD. The CAD looked very impressive indeed, so hopefully the real version looks just as good, if not better, because that would be awesome. Bringing the big fire back to BattleBots. I'm really pleased that Gruff came back as well. They had a couple of interesting decisions last year. I think they were correct decisions to the rules at the time. Hopefully those rules have been rewritten a little bit, maybe improved in places to allow robots that don't cause damage as much to score higher in the points, but fingers crossed we will see what happens for Team Gruff. Little teaser for you of Hypershock, who are at BattleBots. They've got a lovely neon sign. We don't think it's actually neon, we're not sure. But yes, Hypershock are there, and we will see a bit more about them in a minute. Before we do, though, it's No More Spinnahhs again. This one came out last night, and it is episode 15, and it is Anderson 9132's final appearance as a regular in No More Spinnahhs. Now, he will be popping back in to guest every now and again, but yeah, this is the last time we will see Anderson for a little bit in No More Spinnahhs, so we wish him all the best in his future endeavours, that's the word, and yeah, thanks for being awesome, Anderson. Bye. I've been sitting on this news for a little while, but Team Black Dragon are at BattleBots. We will get to see a Brazilian team in BattleBots this season, and I'm so happy that we're getting a few international teams still in BattleBots. We've got, obviously, Beta, who we announced last week, we're going. We've got Atom 94, which announced earlier on. We've got now Black Dragon back, who really put on just an amazing show last year, defeating Minotaur and the Desperado tournament. Really, really good stuff from them. Looking forward to seeing Black Dragon back in action, and sort of representing today with my Black Dragon t-shirt as well. You know, just for fun. It was the most appropriate one I could find to wear. We scroll up to some more teaser pictures of BattleBots, and we can see several different things in here. First of all, the full Hypershock logo, all lit up, very, very cool like that. It is currently my laptop wallpaper. Tombstone there on the turntable down the bottom, looking very, very smart with the new red bar. You can see up the top right we have Son of Waiachi's pits area, and they are keeping some secrets by the looks of things. Not really showing off the robots too much. It's interesting. Got a gazebo set up, which is pretty cool. I like the idea of having your pits area set up like a sort of workshop studio type place, and everyone's looking different. It reminds me of when we used to go on camp. I was saying to somebody earlier, it reminds me when we went camping with the Explorer Scouts in the UK, and we had to dress up our campsite to look all impressive and stuff to beat all the others, and yeah, very cool. You got Martin Mason already looking overexcited, which is always a good sign. Martin Mason always brings a good show, of course, team captain of Team Mad Catter, who we're going to see in just a moment. And we can see the War Easy team just at the bottom there, who are all sort of blacked out for now because there are other pictures which you can go and have a look at on the BattleBots Facebook page, or via the World of Woodrow Facebook page, where, again, all the links for today's news are. Yes, this is definitely the hype train, and very exciting times ahead of us. Another excellent pits area is the Mobot area, and there's just so much to talk about here. The picket fence, the Mobot lawnmower down the bottom here, the AstroTurf. They've really, they've pulled out all the stops with their area, and you got to love them for it, haven't you? That's just so cool. Best of luck to Craig Danby. I'm really hopeful that Slammo this year is the robot that can perform as hoped for him. He's done so much planning for it. 5 different chassis are over in America with him at BattleBots. He is hyper prepared for this year, and I'm ready for it. So yes, best of luck to you, Craig Danby, and best of luck to all the other competitors as well, if I don't say it enough. Slapbox is a new robot that we will get to see, and we had a first look at these guys either last week or the week before. It is a lifter clamper design once again. It's pretty cool. Lots of colour to it, green and red. Very nice little setup. I'm excited to see Slapbox in action. Likewise, I'm excited to see Ribot in action. This is Ribot, presently undressed. Oh dear, doing some wonderful gyroing, and yeah, very scary, very cool. Very excited for Ribot to return this season with all their different setups. They've got the spinner, the flipper, the wedge, and the undercutter, and they've been showing off their tactics for different opponents. Not showing off what opponents they might have or who might have what, but such tactics as mind games and die. Yes, very exciting. We scroll up to Mad Catter, and this is the first peek at the BattleBots glory shots for this year. This looks so cool. It just does. I'm very excited for this sort of thing, always. The cinematography of BattleBots is one of the most exciting things to me, along with the fighty robots and all the cool designs, and just all of it really. But yes, lots of cool things to see. So there's the Mad Catter one, and they've got some wonderful design choices this year, including the new vertical spinner and lifter setup, and the wonderful cat face as well. Looking good. As we scroll up, we see the new Valkyrie in full form, with the new tri-spinner on there as well. And again, the cinematography is looking just goddamn cool, isn't it? Oh, so nice. So very, very nice. And we'll skip past the advert for today's news as we get to see Scorpios' glory shot. Yes, Scorpios this year, as we said previously. I can't remember if it was in this week's news or not, but they're bringing 3 different setups. They have their saw, they have their hammer saw, hate that name, overhead spinner, and they also have a tail that is meant as a grabber that also has a flamethrower inbuilt, which is very, very cool indeed. Scorpios bringing lots of different setups, and yeah, exciting, very exciting. And I think there might be just one more. Yes, there is. Lego Wars Series 1 begins next Friday. Me and David spent a day doing all the filming for Lego Wars Series 1 and the International Special, which you hopefully have already seen, which recently passed over 1,000 views on the RoboNerd YouTube channel. So massive congratulations to David on that one, and hopefully you'll have the same success with Lego Wars Series 1. Make sure you go and subscribe to David of Smeg over on YouTube so that you don't miss a single second of Lego Wars Series 1. He's been working very, very hard, and we shall just credit everyone who's worked on it. So obviously David Harrison, myself, Anderson9132, who's the commentator for the series, and the Seaborg, who has done the graphics for this series as well. So much work. This is so cool. Do go and check it out. So much fun to do, and you won't be disappointed. And with that, I think, for now at least, we've reached the end of that bit of the news. Obviously, we're still waiting to hear on the new look version of Hijinks, and I'm just going to Facebook now to check about any other posts that may or may not have come up. Malice are at BattleBots, as one can imagine. Yeah. Ooh, Glamour Shot of Kraken. Yes, please. All about that action. Hijinks are just posting all sorts of fun at the minute. Shatter all set up at BattleBots as well. There is no, not a lot else for now. I shall be on the Hijinks news like me when I see a chocolate bar or something like that. I don't know. Let us have a look through your comments about what we have all just seen over the last, good grief, probably half an hour. There's been a lot. Hypershock versus Huge rematch when? Shouldn't have been a fight. Shouldn't have been a fight last year. Was very upset when they had to fight for places. They both deserved places last season in the top 16. So, yes. BattleBots t-shirts, yeah. Just get them from everywhere. Whiplash are going. Yes, they have confirmed that they are going this season. They are there. Have we seen any of the unexpected bots like Axolotl show up at BattleBots yet? We've seen Pain Train. They are there. All completed. Not sure about Axolotl or Tortoisoid or Sporkanock. All interesting words. We have, or I have at least seen a CAD over on LinkedIn, of all places, of Sporkanock, and it looks pretty cool. I'm quite a fan of the look of Sporkanock. I hope they will share it elsewhere so that I can share it to you guys as well. But in the meantime, it's over on LinkedIn if you can track it down. I also wonder if Deadbod would suit a modular design. I mean, it sort of did when it was the Wedge versus the Spinner setups. That's sort of modular, isn't it? Maybe? I don't have deep cleavage shirts, Mike. I'm sorry to disappoint. Hypershock doesn't have a chance against Beta. I think it might. Maybe. It's got the speed on its side at least, so it can probably get round to the back of Beta and maybe give it a few hits. But yes, Hypershock versus Monsoon was a very difficult fight for me last season because I love both of them. So yeah, I was really hoping for. I didn't mind who won, and again, if Hypershock versus Beta is a thing, then I don't mind who wins that either because it's a cool fight. Yes, Woodrow has an Insta. It's top secret. Good lord, Extreme Robots is watching my video. Hello, Extreme Robots. Very nice to see you. Missing you. Would love to come fight robots again at some point in the future. Those were the days, eh? I tested negative for COVID last Sunday. Another reason why there was no news last Sunday. Well, I didn't. The results came in on Tuesday actually, but I went for a test on Sunday. So, yes, I don't have the nasty coronavirus. Happy days. Inflatable armour is perfectly fine. That No More Spinnahhs game thing is pretty good, not gonna lie. Same. It's not silent. The H in Spinnahh is pronounced. This is a big argument. I don't want to imagine a featherweight Daedalus. That is horrifying. No, thank you. No. Update us on your beetle plans. I have plans to build a beetle. There you go. Did I ever see any of the macro events? I did not, unfortunately. I saw literally nothing of it other than you telling me that it was something that was happening, and yeah, they need to share more of it. Tell me where to find it, and I will try and include it, because I don't include nearly enough international events and things. I was lucky to find the King of Bots thing for this week, or last week as it was. So yeah, do tell me when things are happening. I'm trying to include Norwalk Havoc a bit more and things like that, which are always good fun. I also like the fact that whenever anybody sees multiple renders of a robot, they think it's a clusterbot. No, they're not clusterbots. No, I didn't see the new Reddit post because I don't go to Reddit for my news. I like to hear the news from the team's mouths on Facebook or Twitter or on Instagram. What is going to happen to the Robocast Newsweek? It will happen. I don't want the team flossing anymore. No one wants that. No one wants that. I have faith in Kraken 2. Rip Quantum, indeed. Rip Bite Force. I'm quite excited to have a season without Bite Force, to be honest. Yeah. Yes, they did have turntable shots of the bots in ABC Seasons 1 and 2, so perhaps they're doing those graphics again. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be in front of a green screen. Please be a huge versus mammoth. Ooh, I don't know. We might not. I don't know. Rebot, yeah, looking cool. The saber-toothed cat is back, but not Sabertooth. Not Sabertooth. Don't upset Gabe Stroud. Good, they have adjusted the judging points this season. Love to Anderson, indeed. Yeah, they've been keeping Black Dragon very secret for a long old time, so I've known for about 2 weeks, I think, and they shipped 2 weeks before that, so a month of knowing that they're going to BattleBots but not telling they're going to BattleBots. That's pretty big. Yeah, I'm excited to see the full robot breakdowns. As soon as that comes out, there will be a video breaking them down. Doesn't matter what day it is. Again, this year I will do it as quickly as I can. And I know that Sam Elliott is also waiting on that RoboCast episode to get all the robots going, and I may or may not be appearing on that one too. So fingers crossed, I'll be on RoboCast again. That'd be good fun. Although I'm on RoboCast every week at the minute for RoboCast Newsweek. It's sort of a side series, I suppose. Warhawk and Mad Cat are just intertwined. Like, so we've been trying to work out the heritage of these robots, and we think the Mad Catter team did it first on King of Bots with Cat King, and then the same design was used for Warhawk. Obviously, the teams shared people, so I think Martin Mason was on Team Warhawk for 2018, and then they went from there. But obviously then it gets confusing where Big Dill is involved, because Big Dill is Warhawk's design from last year, so where does that fit into everything? Not sure. Very interesting. We're potentially 3 minutes out from a look at the new robot. I'm still checking the Facebook. We will be on it as soon as we can be. Lego Wars is really cool. Big up Lego Wars. You've got to check it out. It is just amazing. Where can we buy World of Woodrow merch? Funny you should ask. Redbubble. I do actually have merch on Redbubble, and I don't bring attention to it very often, but I do. So you can get World of Woodrow stickers that look like this. Well, hey. Yeah. Go and check out my Redbubble. There might be a link at some point, I don't know. Yeah, I suppose a team posting pictures on Reddit is no less valid, but I just don't use Reddit, so there. I already follow Lego Robot Wars on Facebook, and I don't use Reddit, as I said. Something else I forgot is that there's Lego BattleBots as well that's coming to YouTube, I believe, tomorrow, which I definitely meant to share but didn't. So let's just see if I can put that right. Yeah, Battle Bricks Episode 1 is coming Monday, 6:45 PM PST. So lots of robot combat made of Lego coming your way very, very soon. I'm refreshing Facebook every second just in case we get a Hijinks look. Oh, Mechatrons, stop it. Stop it, I thought it was them. I thought it was happening. If you've got any questions for me, do ping them my way in the comment section. I'm happy to answer most of them. It's 5 o'clock. Hijinks, your move. This probably would have been good with background music, but I think it would have distracted me from being able to talk and stuff. What about Robot Rampage League? A very good question, Mike. So Mr. Psycho has been doing an RA2 series of competitions, or I think it's one competition that is a series on YouTube as a live stream. I believe it's every Saturday so far. He's done for the last couple of Saturdays. Very enjoyable. Do go and check that out as well. That is what is up with Robot Rampage League. Hijinks, where have you got to? You're late. This will be where the Wi-Fi in the BattleBots doodad is all strange. BattleBots warehouse. Doodad is a technical term. I think I should probably tell you. Well, I'm still not seeing anything. Have I got my time wrongs? Time's wrong. Which BattleBots competitor is most sus? Probably Hijinks at this point in time. For not revealing their true identity until now. Probably true. Hijinks isn't late. It will arrive precisely when it means to. I'm just keeping an eye on the Hijinks page now. What's my favourite type of robot? Drum, spinner, vert, horizontal, flipper, wedge, axe, hammer, cannon. Oh, I see. Drum is one of the options. My favourite type of weapon, probably crushers, I think. Loved Razor back in the day. It's either crushers or front hinge flippers, or as BattleBots keeps insisting on calling them, forward thrust flippers, which is deeply upsetting. Hijinks, are you aware that everybody is just waiting on you now? When Hijinks? Oh, keep the questions coming in. Let's have some more. Let's do a bit of a Q&A. Woo! This is completely unplanned. We discussed in No More Spinnahhs a horizontal flipper, which is basically just somebody slapping somebody across the face with their robot. Yeah, the new duck lifting mechanism is really unique. There's nothing else quite like it, is there? So, yeah, no. But somebody please make a horizontal flipper that is just pneumatically powered just to go psh! That'd be so fun. You could dress it up like a door, and this is a ridiculous idea, but definitely something that would. There's 30 people watching and refreshing Hijinks' Facebook page. Yep, me too. The flipper wouldn't just fly away; it'd be attached at one point, like a normal flipper would. So it would be like a normal flipper, with with like bungees and everything to hold it, but it's just sideways mounted like a door, as opposed to that way, or that way. Blunt toe cutter, yeah, basically. So obviously the lightning flipper sort of lifted up to the side like that, didn't it? Like it was getting ready to whip. And yeah, I've done that on stream now, haven't I? Well done me. I'm down with the kids. What are your favourite, or what are your thoughts on US amp weights that are £1? £1 amps have more room for design choices sometimes, so an amp that I'm working on is probably going to be closer to a £1 amp than a UK amp, which is a shame because I'd like to fight it. But at best it can be a house robot, I suppose. Hijinks is on Instagram. Well, why the hell have I been looking at Facebook then? To Instagram. Do I even follow Hijinks on Instagram? That's a question. What is their handle? Wherefore art thou, Hijinks? Offbeat Robotics. That'd be why I can't find it under Hijinks then. There they are. Apparently I'm following them. Why am I not seeing a picture of Hijinks? Where is the picture of Hijinks? Why is the newsman not finding Hijinks? Is everything broken? Please somebody send it to me on Messenger or something. I want to look at the pretty thing. Ouch. Oh, finally. Right. Let us analyse these photos. There are 5+ pictures of Hijinks, good lord. It has mega owl aesthetic. What a hoot. Let us see Big Bird. Okay. If all goes well. There she blows. Hijinks. Very cool. Yeah, it is. It's an owl with a big undercutter, very wide. It doesn't look far away from the CAD that was accidentally revealed to BattleBot supporters, apart from big owl aesthetic in it. Very cool. Liking it. Very, very nice indeed. Best of luck to the Hijinks team. And well done to them for managing to fit everything into that design. Doesn't look like there's much room in there, to be honest, but, you know, they've done it, so kudos to them. I'm imagining that the middle section has the weapon motor, and then there's 2 separate drive systems, one on either side for each wheel. That might be how they've done it. Who knows? It's like PP3D if it was sat on by a truck. Yes, absolutely, 100% correct. Yeah, very cool. There's some breaking news for you then. Hijinks BattleBot finally, after all this time, shown off in the flesh. Happy days. That is pretty cool. And with that, that is probably the last news story for this week's news. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a like. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can check out all the links to this week's news stories over on the World of Woodrow Facebook page, links to which are in the description below. You can also listen to more information about all these things, because, good grief, an hour isn't enough for you. What are you on about? On the Robocast Newsweek, which will come out at some point in the next few days once me and Sam have recorded it. That is about all. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this sort of thing as well, let me know and we can do some more live stream newses, because actually this was probably easier than doing a whole video. I may even make this a regular thing. Maybe. Maybe probably not as long. But, yeah. Cool. Thank you all. And I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.